March 12th. A fast-moving convective line across the southeast and a tightening pressure gradient behind it are the main operational concerns today, with early disruption likely from the central Gulf Coast through the Carolinas, while stronger winds and turbulence spread across much of the central United States. The pattern is driven by a compact shortwave ejecting out of the lower Mississippi Valley and sharpening the downstream jet, pushing a cold front steadily toward the Atlantic. Crews should expect convection early in the southeast push, followed by increasing winds and turbulence across the central corridor later in the day. Starting on the west coast, conditions remain largely VFR from California through the Pacific Northwest under weak ridging aloft, though marine stratus continues to brush the coastal terminals around San Francisco and Los Angeles during the morning, with localized MVFR before lifting inland. Across the interior western Rockies, the flow becomes more active, with a strengthening west to southwest jet crossing Nevada, Utah, and Colorado. This supports mountain wave turbulence and areas of moderate chop-down wind of the Sierra and Central Rockies, particularly along common high-altitude routes linking California with Denver and Salt Lake City. East of the Rockies, the pattern transitions into a broad lee trough across the high plains, tightening the surface gradient from New Mexico through Kansas and Nebraska. Gusty winds and mechanical turbulence will be common in this corridor, especially during the afternoon mixing cycle, with blowing dust possible in parts of West Texas and eastern New Mexico. The Central Plains into the Midwest remain largely VFR, but breezy under deep southwest flow aloft, so expect persistent light to moderate turbulence on climb and descent into hubs like Kansas City, Chicago, and Indianapolis. The main organized weather today focuses farther southeast along a prefrontal convective line, moving from the central Gulf Coast through Alabama and Georgia toward the Carolinas early in the day. Strong shear and a narrow plume of Gulf moisture support organized thunderstorms capable of damaging wind gusts and brief rotation, which could briefly affect routes around Atlanta, Charlotte, and coastal Carolina terminals during the morning hours. As the front accelerates east, the line weakens approaching the Atlantic, leaving behind gusty west winds and improving ceilings by afternoon. Across the northeast and mid-Atlantic, conditions remain mostly VFR, with increasing west winds as the pressure gradient tightens behind the departing system, producing occasional turbulence along the Appalachians and downwind into the Washington, Philadelphia, and New York corridor. Farther south across Florida, subsident flow behind the front maintains mostly VFR, with scattered coastal clouds and breezy west winds, but minimal organized convection. That's the National Aviation weather picture for today. If this briefing helps your flight planning, consider subscribing for the daily operational outlook. Have the best flight, and we'll see you tomorrow.